that I'm stooping down to this level.
I know, Derek, but it's time. So there's a card that I need to look for you because there was one that I saw when I was watching someone do the drafting this morning, and I want to check what it did. Because the colors is junk, right? They're junk colored?
Yeah, so, yeah, black, green, white.
I want to read... I want to read this thing. Target creature control with toxic gains death touch until end of turn. Okay.
Yeah, well, I got that pulled out.
Okay, all right, cool.
I think I checked the Slaughter Stinger. That's all the way at the bottom. I think I pulled him out to the side too.
Yes, and you have the Bitter Blossom for.
Yeah, so I pulled out the deck and some cards I'd set off to the side, and like some cards that were like I was looking through this. They actually gave you a lot of really good like staples of like Infect to even run in here. Like one of the best ones, the Phyrexian Swarmlord. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 green Phyrexian insect creature token with Infect for each poison counter your opponents have.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That comes in the deck.
6-drop, right? The 6-drop.
Yeah, it's like a 5 or 6 drop. Yeah, comes in the deck. Stupidest mechanic ever. No, we can't call it that. Infect, because the insect infect.
Wait, how are we spelling it? Infect? Like that?
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so what's the name of the commander?
So it's Vishgraz, Vishgr. Yeah, the Doomhive.
Okay, so I think one thing that we should do is look through the set to see if we missed anything else. That would be good.
Oh, quick side note. I was looking up the lore a little bit about like the Phyrexian Praetors. So Elishnorn wanted to create like the ultimate like Phyrexian like creation that's basically like their child. And Vraska, one of the planeswalkers, one of the Praetors who's the most laid back and kind of uncaring about the whole Elishnorn's plan, didn't contribute, and that's why there's no red mana in Atraxa. Then Atraxa made the commander for this deck, the angel thing, whatever, the Ixchel Scion of Atraxa.
Are we playing that?
I think we should still play it in the deck because the Corrupt is going to be really good. And then Ixchel made Vishgraz, the Doomhive, but the Doomhive was a little bit chaotic, so she was sent to destroy it. But in like a weird feeling of like the first time ever, it almost felt like a parent and decided to let it go.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
So yeah, Vishgraz is like, that's why it's like an insect. It's like a mindless Phyrexian.
Well, yeah, because they all have different ideas of what their underlings should be, right?
Yeah.
And some of them are following Elishnorn, right?
Well, all of them technically
follow. Does Jin agree with Elishnorn, right?
They have disagreements and arguments, but they are working together.
Right.
So Jin was the one that figured out how to complete Planeswalkers.
Yes, we know that from
Vraska.
Was it Kamigawa?
Yeah. Vorinclex brought back some of the sap of the World Tree so that Elishnorn could build I forgot what it's called. It's the tree.
Conduit
it's like
of Worlds, right?
Yeah, or something like that. It's the tree thing that she's making. It's actually got a name. It's in that artwork of All Will Be One.
This thing? Conduit of Worlds?
No, that's not what it's called. Oh, it's whatever's in the flavor text in the wait, scroll up to
All Will Be One.
All Will Be One, yeah. I don't think it's the invasion tree. So it was that side. Then was I forgot what Shieldred contributed to it, and then so anyway they completed Nissa so that she could use her powers to control that tree that they made to try and like spread themselves into like the multiverse.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool.
So,
all right, let's start looking at some cards. Do you think Vraska's good? 0 draw card pool, right? Seems really good, right?
I put her in there.
Yeah.
Like I picked her up. I picked up the Phyrexian version of her.
Which one is she? She's Betrayer Sting? Vraska Betrayer. There we go. Cool.
And also if you proliferate enough, you could just get to her ultimate. That Nissa doesn't really do anything for us.
What about this?
I pulled him, so like it's Toxic 4, which puts corruption up right away, and it's pretty cool.
Tyrannosaurus. Oh, you want to know what we probably want? True Conviction, right? Double Strike seems good.
Oh, right, because it's whenever they deal damage, right? Yeah.
It works like Lifelink. The way it's explained is it works exactly like Lifelink.
Also, I've seen some funny decks right now with Phyrexian Obliterator, where people are using like fight mechanics in standard, and just be like,
Oh,
"You have
that's so rude, Derek.
you made a 6/6 creature. I'm gonna play Phyrexian Obliterator and force fight it." Rip.
Are we playing this? Or how much are we going to do tokens? Should we
I don't
throw it
wanna-
in there just cause? For now?
No, because it's like $50, and so no.
Oh, okay. Well,
Um,
are we
yeah, and
gonna
also
care
like we're
about
not. We don't
Okay.
really care about tokens. Like our commander makes it when it enters, and like maybe we have like a few cards that help make them, but I don't think that's like the main idea. Bloated Contaminator, I like.
What about the double,
It's not terrible. So there's the thing with like how our commander runs. Our commander can end up getting so big that like it could get kind of Voltron-y. But then we don't really need to put too much onto it, and so that's why I have that one pest thing. The what's her face, the Skrelv Defector Might.
Yeah, Skrelv. Yeah, the 1-drop. We're definitely gonna play that. We're gonna play this too, right? White Sun's Twilight.
Yeah, White Sun's Twilight, because it makes. So that is the token maker, but just because it swarms with the mites.
Also, it's nice to recast your commander anyway. So.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Is your commander a food chain commander?
It makes 3 tokens when it enters.
Well, it's not. It's no, because food chain it has to plus. I mean, he's not bad with food chain, but it's also good with because how people use food chain sometimes is they'll use food chain plus Earthcraft.
Got it.
But you know, don't really have to do that. Okay, so looking over here, we don't. Do you want the unnatural growth?
We'll put it to the side for now. I don't think we'll need it.
Zopandrel.
Like we'll put it in like.
We want Triumph for the Hordes.
Well,
right?
I was gonna say we'll put it in maybe, not make main board it, because I don't know if we'll need it.
Oh, okay. Well, what about Triumph for the Hordes?
Well, Triumph already kind of get like most of our decks gonna already have Toxic or Infect. It does stack though.
No, it stacks. That's why you need to do it. It stacks. And you're probably gonna be doing a lot of because Toxic is just way better. Okay, so looking down here, Toxic 1, other rats you control, enter the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards.
No, we're not really running all that many rats. The bloated Contaminator though is kind of nifty.
I got him.
Okay.
I got him. I got the bloated. It's the one that proliferates. Yeah, I got him. All right, so
we got the White Sun.
We're also keep an eye on the save because I realized one of the things that was causing it was tabbing off of the page.
Oh.
All right, so here's Skrelv. We're gonna play him for sure. Such a cool card. This is going to be played in a lot of formats. Just a really strong card in general.
Phyrexian Mother. It's like a Mother Runes, but it's a Phyrexian.
Phyrexian Mother?
No, I'm saying that's what it's like.
Oh,
it's like
you're right. Yeah, sorry.
Or Venerated Rot Priest. So I picked that up. Oh, there it is right there. That's a Toxic 1. Whenever a creature becomes a control of target or spell, target opponent gets a poison counter.
Oh, it's any spell. Okay,
any spell target.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny? If you have a way to make, if you have this in play and you have 2 spell skites, I'm pretty sure you could kill somebody. Okay, you just keep changing the targets.
Sounds pretty good. Okay, so none of this.
Skrell's Hive. I did pull that too.
Yeah, that's the bitter blossom.
Yeah.
Then, whenever one or more creatures you control die, each opponent lose now. Don't need Conduit. This one.
That's like an oil counter.
No, we don't need it.
No, that. Annex Sentry is like a Banisher Priest with Malady 3 or less type of thing.
We can play it.
It's all right.
It's but just good to have a toxic creature that
removes.
Is remove. Yeah, removal. So.
Canker Bloom we want.
Yeah, we can play that. Yeah, proliferate. I think
Proliferate and removal.
Canker Bloom's gonna become a staple, hands down.
Yeah, it just does so much.
Imagine
it doesn't get rid of artifact though, which is it does get rid of artifact. Oh right, it does. Sorry, it's got and proliferate. I thought it did some of the planeswalkers.
3/2 for 2. Look at the stats. It's a 3/2 for 2. Okay, so we got -4. I don't really care for -4/-4.
No, Apostle Invasion. It just does double strike. I don't care. As long as evolving, adaptive. I don't care.
Double strike. No, for a 6-drop, this is bad. If it had toxic, then we would be talking.
That's oil counter.
Nope, don't care.
Feed the infection. You draw 3 cards, lose 3 life. If each opponent who has 3 more counters loses 3 life.
I don't really like that.
There's better ways to draw in black.
Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put up to 2 land cards from among them onto the battlefield. Tap. And the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you put fewer than 2 lands, no, don't like that. All right. Oh, enchanted creature has toxic too. Whenever it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control.
That's actually not too bad because it stacks.
It does. There's an equipment that does it too that we can play. What is it called again? Necrogen.
No, Necrogen. It's the one that removes though when it dies.
It's this one. Yeah, this one.
Oh no, sorry, never mind. I thought you were talking about
no. I was just trying to get the name of this. Okay, so double strike toxic 1 seems good, right? Jawbone Duelist seems fine, I guess. Jawbone Duelist, especially if you get like the priest in there. Destroy target artifact. No, I can't play that. Deal damage each opponent. Wait, hold on. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Each opponent gains a poison counter.
So I like that.
I like that.
Because our commander can get so big.
Infectious bite. Continue.
So if every opponent has 1 infect counter, our commander's a 6/6.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, yeah, our commander is going to get huge. And that if we have a way to return it, it's just going to keep getting bigger. All right, so +2. No. Oh, hold on. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller gains a poison counter.
Wait, which one?
It's a 5-drop. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller gets a poison counter.
That's interesting.
So if they block, so it's a really weak pump, but if they block, they get a poison counter.
Well, it's whenever a creature, so they block with like 5 creatures. They get 5 poison.
Yeah. So what do you think?
That's not bad. I like it.
Noxious Assault. Noxious Assault. Okay, and then we have whenever it enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your. This seems fine. 5 toxic 2. I guess we can try it. Nimraiser Paladin. Nimraiser Paladin. We also have to look at some old infect cards, but a lot of them are not as good as the toxic cards.
Some of them are pretty nifty. Like there's ones that just enters and gives everybody an infect. I'm gonna look through some of the cards I have in the deck. So
yeah, go ahead.
We got the Canker.
We won't play this unnatural.
Yes, we want to run that unnatural resto.
You know it is only permanent though, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a slightly nerfed regrowth, but the proliferate is so good that it's gonna become a staple. Whenever you proliferate, each opponent... Whoa! I didn't see this card got printed. Whenever you proliferate, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. I don't think this is for that deck, but that's really good to look for. Like, I could see a world where you make, like, a Muldrotha deck that is doing, like, proliferating and infect.
Mm-hmm.
What is this right here? +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with toxic 1, and that creature can't block. It's an equipment.
But 3 to equip that.
Yeah, no, that seems really slow.
Sorry, I just grabbed the Necrogen Rot Priest. Necrogen Rot Priest. That's the additional.
That's the broken one.
Yeah, this one gives the additional.
Wait, but there's also Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
No, the
And,
Rot Priest is give something death touch.
no, that's the one that gives death touch. Well, there's 2 rot priests. Necrogens also gives the extra toxic damage. That extra toxic counters.
Well, there's another Rot Priest.
Yeah, we put that in the green one. We already got that one.
Oh yeah.
The Venerated Rock Priest.
Yeah.
Because one thing I do kind of want to run in here though is it's just a one-off for right now, but I like the idea of Ephemerate.
Mm-hmm.
Just for because getting the target blink our commander does make a whole bunch of more tokens. Mm-hmm. And because it happens twice for 1 mana, it's like you get double the triggers, and if you have the Rot Priest out, they get another 2 counters.
Sounds good. All right, what about
the Canker Bloom?
What about this? Enters the battlefield, you may P2 if you do proliferate. Seems good. Toxic 3 for 4.
Actually, maybe put that one to the side. I just don't want to fill up like the entire deck with like every single standard toxic card because I still think there's a lot of other stuff from older sets that we could get into.
But I think a 4-drop Toxic 3, that's good stats. That's immediate corruption.
Oh, that is true.
A 4-drop Toxic 3, like that's better. That's pretty good. And the second effect, when it enters, you can pay an additional 2 and it proliferates. That seems pretty good. Venomous. Brutalizer. Okay, and then we have the 1-drop Death Touch. Are you interested in that at all or no? Death Touch Toxic 1.
I think it's just gonna get blocked by a token, most likely.
Yeah. And then we have Viral Spawning. It's the 3/3 Phyrexian Beast creature with Toxic 1. And then if they're corrupted, you can flash back the spell. I don't really like it. This thing though. This is going in. The Paladin of Predation, read that.
Yeah, it can be blocked by creatures 2 or less.
Yeah, Paladin of Predation. Block me with a token now, buddy. I'm also imagining a world where our commander gets Double Strike and they get so much toxic in like the first combat, and then like, yeah, we got to play all the high toxic cards. All right, so return target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Proliferate.
So 5 mana reanimation spell.
Oh, sorry, a graveyard.
Oh, it is a graveyard, and you still get that's not terrible.
Do you want to play it?
It does proliferate.
I kind of like it.
I do also don't want to go too crazy with this deck. This is going to be like more for funsies because it's a mechanic that I hate and I don't really want to invest too much in.
Oh, I get you.
Though I did buy a Skittles because I love Skittles. Skittles is my one exception.
What about this one? This is the one that it's Toxic 1 and when it dies it proliferates.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the death. So it's like either they're going to get it. They're getting an infect counter one way or another. Because if they don't block it, they're taking 1. If they block it and it dies, they're proliferating. You're getting another 1.
It's also a 2-drop 2/2, so it's stat wise is really good. This one is flying and toxic. When it enters the battlefield, another target creature you control with toxic gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. It's only on ETB.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. If that permanent was mana value 3 or less, proliferate. What do you think?
So you could hit any creature with flying and any artifact or enchantment. It's just if it was 3 or less, proliferate. It's sorcery speed though, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah, no, that's a no for me.
I want an effect like that as an instant speed.
When it dies, create a 1/1 colorless might. Sack to proliferate. Death touch toxic. Okay. Toxic 1. When it enters the battlefield, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. If you do, create a 1/1 Phyrexian. Okay. Doesn't seem that good. Dice proliferate. Draw. Oh, Plague Nurse. We got to get her.
Yes, I like Plague Nurse.
She's very good. Especially considering your commander makes... Like, your commander makes 3 mites. Plague Nurse turns them all into Toxic 2. They're almost just dead from your commander and the mites. That's 8 poison. Just coming from your commander. And that's not counting the fact that no, they are just dead. Because she is toxic too.
That's, oh yeah, if she swings the turn, yeah.
No. If she's swinging with them, yes. Because they all gain toxic 1, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 toxic. With just this in your commander, that's 1 player dead a turn. Because unlike other bad effects where you used to play pump cards to try and kill people quickly, this is an activated ability. So
so Infectious Inquiry. I know it's like a spell to draw 2 cards, lose 2, but it does give each opponent a poison counter.
You want to play it?
Yeah, I kind of want it just for it insta dumping a counter. Like I would play that card for 3 mana if it just put an infect counter on each player, because it makes our commander +3/+3 before the turn, like a turn or 2 before it could even come into play. And if it's already in play, like say we already have like 3 or 4 infect counters on anybody, it's just another +1 around the table. And now our commander's getting scary.
Yeah, seems really good. All right. Menace Toxic 2. Target creature. No. Toxic 1. Dies, make it 1/1. Okay. Oh, wait. Haste Toxic 3?
For 5, it's just okay.
5 drop 4/4. I mean, the hate. I mean, I'm gonna put it on the side.
Right.
Tyrannex Atrocity.
Plague Nurse.
Okay, so anything here that we want to play? I don't think so. I don't think we want to play any of the. Oh, hold on. If you would get a no. This is if you would get a poison counter.
Yeah, something that like resists it. I don't know about what's the Evangelist.
What is this?
It's
Hold on. Let me read this one. At the beginning of combat and on your turn, the next time target creature would deal damage to 1 or more players this turn, prevent that damage. If damage was prevented this way, create that many Phyrexian might target. Wait, do we want to play this? How does this work? They don't get that damage?
At the beginning of combat on your turn, the next time target creature would deal damage to 1 or more.
1 creature.
1 of our players is combat, prevent that damage. With damage prevented this way, create that many 1/1 Phyrexian might.
With our commander?
So we could swing with like our commander being like at 12, 15, 20, whatever, prevent the damage and make that many mites.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Seems pretty good. I don't think this is good. I wish we could play that. Can't play that. This doesn't proliferate. I don't think we need that. Can't play that. What does this do?
It's just okay.
Enters the battlefield. Destroy. No. Can't play that. Can't play that.
There's the Rot Priest.
We got that.
And the Slaughter Singer.
Oh yeah, we want the Slaughter Singer for sure.
Whenever another creature you control with toxic attacks gets +1/+1, that makes our mites 2/2s, and our commander bigger, and half of our entire deck bigger.
Wait, what's the card that whenever they take poison, they take an extra one?
Oh, we got that in there.
What is it called?
It was the Rot Priest, Necrogen Rot Priest.
Is it?
It's also the one that gives a death touch right there.
Oh wow! What a broken fucking card.
Yeah, a little bit.
We won't play this Staff of Completion. I don't see why not, right?
Because we have to pay life. I don't know how our life's gonna do. Well, actually, no. True. No, actually, wait. That's right. If we have corrupted on that one thing, the enchantment.
We're also gonna play True Conviction because there's no reason not to. So we're white. We're gonna have some.
I didn't realize Spell's Hive doesn't say mites have lifelink. It says creatures you control with toxic have lifelink.
Which one?
Skrell's Hive, the Bitter Blossom.
The enchantment just says that?
Says creatures with the bottom. Creatures with toxic have lifelink, not mites have life. I thought it just gave them mites lifelink.
So we're gonna gain life well. I think we play Staff.
Staff. You could try Staff.
Because Mike's been trying it, and it's a really strong card. Okay, so finish me to completion, Daddy. All right. Anything over here? I don't think we care about that. We don't care about any of this.
The only one I want
Oh,
is
you want
also the
this?
mirror
Mirror convert?
Yeah, the mirror
Yeah,
convert. It's the
definitely.
mana dork.
Sounds good to me. Oh, and Plague Mirror? You want to play Plague Mirror, right?
Yeah. Which comes in the deck, as does that mirror converter.
We'll get to the other cards after, but this is just potential stuff from the set. Okay, this is the giving something toxic. 1 and 1 to equip, Derek.
Which does?
Prosthetic injector. +0, +2, and has toxic. 1 and 1. I think we play that.
We could try it. Yeah.
It's only 1 to equip. And it's an equipment, so it stays out there.
And it's just because toxic does stack.
Yes. Is it that? Prosthetic injector? Yes, that's it. Alright.
So scrolling down, I see. I don't want to run the vehicle.
Hold on. I just want to read it. So it's enters the battlefield, draw a card, crew 3, toxic 2. So we do always have our commander.
Yeah, but I want to attack with my commander. I don't want a crew.
It's true. I just like drawing a card. When Atlas, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters loses 1 life.
So it's just a 3 mana rock that adds any color and has a potential to do damage. I don't think the damage is that important.
Do you want a basic land tutor that has toxic 1?
Nah.
Basic goes to your hand.
We're in green.
Right. Enters the battlefield, scry.
And there's the skull bombs.
+3/+3 trample. Okay, we want Mirex. We want this.
Yeah.
We want the land. 100%. It's kind of broken. I don't think we need any of the rest of this. I don't know if we're a garden stack. And the rest is all just basics. Let's look at the commander stuff.
All right, so I have the commander deck because I think the only thing from the commander decks we're gonna really find in this colors are because I think the other commander was Boros, right? And they're the equipment deck. So looking through the deck of things I like, there's this one card. It's called Crest of Phyrexia. Actually, no, I don't like it. It's target player draws 3 cards, loses 3 life, then gets 3 poison counters. But I don't like that because I don't want to have to give it to my opponents to draw. So I'm just eh.
I like this card. Whenever a commander you control enters the battlefield or attacks, proliferate.
Yes, I like that because we're gonna attack their commander all the time.
Norn's Choir Master.
Icarats.
Icarat.
That comes in the deck. I'm just looking at the top here.
Well, let's look at the new stuff first
cool.
before we.
That's the stuff that's in the deck. But I don't like Norn's Decree.
It's whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls dealt combat damage to you. Each opponent gets. Yeah, I don't like that.
But then the bottom part's whenever a player attacks, if one or more players being attacked are poisoned, that player draws a card. So that with our deck, everyone's going to draw cards.
Each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters as you cast this spell.
So.
Oh, it's another reanimation. Do you want to play this? You want to play the sphere? Okay.
Yeah.
Glistening sphere.
Because it becomes add 3. It's going to be so easy.
It also enters and proliferates.
Yes.
Create an XX Phyrexian worm trample with Wormquake.
So that's the ones that came in the deck.
Yeah.
Create an XX green Phyrexian one turn. Or X the amount of mana spent to cast a spell. So you're basically getting 6/6 tramples with toxic 1, and you'd get 3 of them. It's okay.
I'm not huge. But here we have a haste toxic 3. This one seems a little better than the other one. Can't be blocked by 2 or less. When it dies, exile. You may return target. Okay, yeah. So Glissa's Retriever.
So it's almost like a weird second Seasons Past.
Okay. And then we have this. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to one or more oh, yeah, we need this. Oh my god, this card's insane. Wait a minute. Where was this? We didn't play this in our Zuri deck? Holy shit. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to one or more players, proliferate? What the fuck?
Oh, wait. So the way it is worded, I think you only get 1 trigger from it.
No, it's 1 per player.
It says whenever one or more creatures deals damage to one or more players. So if you hit 2 players, that is more than 1 player.
I mean,
think
5/5 trample toxic 1. And then
But
hold on. There's
the bottom
another.
part.
Yeah,
The bottom part.
at the beginning of your end step, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Yeah, we're playing this.
Yeah, 100% running. I mean, it comes in the command. It comes in the deck. That card's bonkers.
What is it called? Containment. Containment. Something with a G.
Containment Grafter. Oh, I think another one that we missed is Vraska's Fall. Oh no, we got Vraska's Fall. Never mind.
And then each opponent gets a poison counter. Then each creature your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Where for each poison counter,
I kind of like that.
Controller has.
I mean, it's
that's like a really good board wipe. Fire Reese's
and it doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you.
That's pretty good.
Like if someone's got 9 infect, that's -9. That's almost a blasphemous act.
How do you feel about Clever Concealment? I think it's fucking bonkers. New Teferi's Protection.
Oh, so Tommy, what's really cool about this? If you have that Rot Priest in play, because it targets each of them, it'll trigger the giving infect counters, poison counters for every target.
Sounds good to me. Sign me up.
So I am going to have to end up getting that from the. So I think that's all from.
Nothing down here. No.
No.
Okay.
So some cool cards I would like outside of now that we've gone through that.
Now that we're out of here.
Skittles.
Yeah, Skitherix, yeah. Skittles. Let's see if it comes up. Watch. Wait, Skulls? Damn it. Okay. How do you spell it?
So it's IRYX at the end. So you had the beginning right with Skither, but it's Skith and then it's IR. No, the Skith.
It came up. The Blade Dragon. Okay, what else? Wait, you wanted the 6-drop, right? Because the Phyrexian.
Oh yeah, that thing.
What is it called? The Swarmlord.
Where is he?
It's Swarmlord. I got it.
Yeah, Swarmlord. Yeah, because then you just because those creatures have infect, which is a different.
What about Cathar's Crusade? How do we feel about Cathar's Crusade? Definitely Vigor. Sorry, continue. Go ahead.
Vigor. Actually, that's really cool. I like Vigor a lot more than Cathar's because it makes our mites constantly get bigger.
Vigor.
It's like think about it. Like so, Cathar's Crusade. Like they can still, if they're big enough for blocks, will die. Mm-hmm. That just constantly makes them bigger and bigger and bigger. And when we have things with infect.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice this also has Battle Cry?
Yeah, because it's the Hero Bladehold reverse. Evolution Sage. Land enters the battlefield, proliferate.
Yep.
Viridian Corruptor. When it enters the battlefield, destroy an artifact or enchantment, and it's a 2/2 with infect. We got the Plague Mirror.
Yep.
What do you feel about Oran Frostfang?
Sure.
Because if we swing with all the mites, giving them Death Touch seems real annoying, and then we can get to draw some cards. Mm-hmm. We could also run Vorinclex. Like I actually have the Vorinclex that doubles the counters.
But does that work for poison?
It should. I don't see why not.
Is Vorinclex not permanent? Hold on.
Permanent or player. I'm reading if you would put one or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many a number.
Sure. Works for me.
We get to run like some good removal, like Ash Trophy.
Karn's Bastion, right? Karn's Bastion. Yep.
Ash. So I don't like Plague Stinger. I don't think we need it.
Which one's Plague Stinger? Is that
it's
they can't cast spells?
No, 1/1 flying infect.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Blight Mama's the regenerating infect creature, just seems okay. Contagion Clasp.
Do you want Blight Mamba or no?
No, no, no. I like Contagion Clasp because it's our free proliferator turn. I do kind of want to run the Geth summons because if it's corrupted, because it basically lets you get a card from everybody's graveyard.
Yeah, I was reading it. It seems cool.
We got the plague mirror, right?
Yeah. This is definitely a Chroma's Will deck, I feel like. What would be the way to give trample for this deck? I don't feel like it's Garruk's Uprising. Maybe like Nissa or something?
Oh,
I don't even know if trample is that amazing.
Oh, also, I like the idea of being some blink effects. Like I like the targeting. Let me read how the priestess works. I think it's when you cast a spell that targets. Yeah, it has to be a spell.
Can't be teleportation circle.
But like I like Ephemerate because it happens twice for free. And like an Eerie Interlude's kind of cool because we could target everything to protect it. We could run Return of the Wild Speaker, give all of our non-human creatures +3/+3 to the end of the turn, and or draw cards because our commander might end up being huge. And it's definitely not a human.
Hold on, you said Eerie Interlude, right?
Yeah. That's EERIE.
And then what was the last thing you said?
And then it's Group's Return of the Wild Speaker. Or you could do like Rishkar's Expertise. I like Return because it could also be like a way to kill the board with like +1/+.
Wait, hold on. Okay, he's not a human.
Yeah, no. And neither are the mites.
Did you say you want... Did you want Rishkar's too or no?
Yeah, I think so because I think he's just gonna get so big that like it's gonna be a big draw.
There is Elemental Bond. Or not Elemental Bond, I mean, the one that sacks him? What's the one that sacks and draws equal to power? I mean, you don't have to play that, but...
It's a Life's Legacy.
I was
now, we could... I don't want to go this route with the build, but our commander goes infinite with a Ashnod's Altar and a Nim Deathmantle.
Do you want to do that or no?
Not really. But we can play a Skull Clamp and kill our mites. Draw some cards.
Deathmantle into the maybe board. And what'd you say, Ashnod's?
Yeah, so because you make 3 tokens with Ashnod with our commander. So you can make infinite colorless, or if you have a Phyrexian Altar, you could actually make infinite colored because...
Yeah, I'm just putting them in the maybe board. So what did you want to do? You want to draw with what? Skull
Clamp?
Clamp?
Yeah, I was like, how do you feel about Skull Clamp in a deck that makes 3 1/1s?
I don't know, because it's gonna be like reasonably hard to get our commander to make them again. And a lot of the stuff that we play cares about corrupted or like proliferating, so like we care more about attacking than like killing them, I believe. I would rather just play like a Phyrexian Arena to like constant draw.
Or because we're like a creature based deck, why not like our green draw package?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we could play Beast Whisperer. We could play Guardian,
like that.
Guardian Project.
And then Zendikar.
Yeah, Zendikar Resurgent.
Because like a lot of the stuff we're playing is going to be creature based.
Let me read how the Great Henge is worded. It's probably going to be... This is really broken with our commander. Because our commander is going to get massive. So that's good for that.
I need to get a great henge. Oh, we have 2 arenas. Tom, how dare you?
So what other cute cards can we play? You don't want to play Grafted Exoskeleton, do you? That will just kill people.
No. Yeah, and well, also if it ever gets removed, it'll kill whatever it's on.
It's true. Okay. All right. So we're probably good on like the infect area, unless there's any other good artifacts or anything else that you can think of.
There is a contagion engine. It's the one that proliferates twice, and it puts a -1 counter on everything. Well, of a target opponent, I believe.
Do you want to play Black Market Connections or no?
Nah.
Okay. I mean, we have green. We don't really need it. It was just a suggestion. I just like Phyrexian Arena by itself as like the one thing that does it. But the green is just much better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's like so easy.
So getting into interaction, we have Ash Trophy. We want Generous Gift and Beast of Then. Beast of Then.
We also potentially could do the we have Mortify and Putrefy.
No, I'd rather Anguished Unmaking.
Oh, true, that's right. We have Black-White. We do Anguished. Right.
And Utter End. Look at how cheap it is.
Yeah, that reprint.
Finally. 23 cents. Let's go. Do you want to play Tef? Tef Pertese?
Tef
Pertese.
Oh, Teferi's Protection?
Yeah, Tef Pertese.
Weirdo. Go home. Who even are you?
Do you want to play it or not? Let's be honest. People are going to come at us.
That's what she said.
No, that's if they come on us, not come at us. It's different.
Remember, Tom, you either come in the sink or you sink in the cum.
Derek, please. So Balagad. I'm feeling like
this is an Agadeem Awakenings deck.
Yes. Whoa. What about Malakir Rebirth? That's kind of cool with our commander, right?
Yeah.
If it dies.
But you know what? I think I'm curious. 1 second.
If there's any that proliferate.
No.
Do we get Triumph?
Oh, sorry. I was looking. So I saw Commander's Quarter had already like done a quick breakdown of some of the commanders and like some like budgety optional cards to put it. So so he has an Ephemerate Undying Malice, which is if it dies, you return it tapped with a +1, and Duelist Heritage. Whenever one or more creatures attacks, you can have it gain double strike to the end of the turn.
True Conviction's just 100 times better.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I didn't think about this. Captain No Blocks.
Oh yeah, Audric. Yeah, well, we should just always be playing that. Derek, if it's attacking, we should just that goes in 100% of our decks for this kind of stuff. No, not him. Wait a minute. Hold on. What does our commander have again?
It has Menace.
Toxic 1. And let's look at the alphabet over here.
We do have some haste.
Trample,
we have Trample,
Flying Vigilance, Double Strike, Haste, Trample, First Strike, Flying, Death Touch. Won't give Battle Cry. Won't give Infect. Flying, Haste, Trample, Haste, Trample, Haste.
It's Trample, Haste, Flying, Double Strike.
Well, we definitely want Captain No Blocks. What does it give? So it's First Strike, Flying, Death Touch, Double Strike, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Skulk, Trample, Vigilance. Okay, so we definitely want the other one because he's broken. It's Master Tactician?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta love Captain No Blocks. Or Captain Must Block. We'll put Skull Clamp in the maybe board because it's a good idea. Derek, also, what's the enchantment that sacks a creature and you draw?
So which one?
You play it in your elemental. You play it in.
Oh, Greater Good.
Yeah, Greater Good. Thank you. I'm putting it in maybe, unless you have an argument for it to go in.
We could put maybe.
Because their commander is going to be the only thing that's like massive.
Yeah.
Wait. Overwhelming Stampede, right?
Oh,
That feels really good when our commander gets fucking huge. This is definitely an Overwhelming Stampede deck. And then we want Eternal Witness. And Seasons Past. And Phyrexian Reclamation. Okay. Gotta play all the broken ones. We also want Hall of Heliod's Generosity, because we got some good enchantments. We want Urborg.
This is randomly could be a good Vault of the Archangel deck. Give all our creatures lifelink and death touch. Makes it really awkward blocking the 1/1s.
Oh yeah, Vault. Yes, huge fan. I don't know why this website has a problem with Urborg, like finding Urborg. Because of the
maybe because it's looking for
it's the apostrophe. So Vault. Love me some Vault of the Archangel. Do you want to play any like sack lands to draw or anything? Any like sack lands? Any other cute lands?
We got both.
Oh wait, we need ramp. So, what we have so far is we have this and Plague Mirror, so that's 2. We don't have to go crazy because believe it or not, our curve is pretty fucking low. Aside from these, our curve is really low. Like 6-drop is where it stops, and then Zendikar Resurgent. This is never going to cost what that is. So, we need Soul Ring. And then, do we want to be doing Decanter? Derek?
Yeah, because we're a 3-color deck.
Okay, Decanter. Did it get rolled?
I don't think I want to do a Thought Vessel because I want because 3-color deck. Definitely need the Arcane Signet. No, do we want that or do you want to go like just regular land ramp?
I say we go land or creature ramp because our draw package is Beast Whisperer. So we want Sakura Tribe-Elder. And then what's the get a basic 3-drop?
I always forget it.
We could do Wood Elves and
Barhaven?
Derek Selvala. Gonna be broken.
Yeah.
Heart of the Wild.
Well, she's going back up, isn't she?
Farhaven. We got Vraska, right? The proliferate one?
Yeah, she should be in the Planeswalkers section.
Cool. There's no other Planeswalkers we want?
There's a random Ajani that gives infect counters, I believe.
Which Ajani?
But you have to ultimate it.
Let me just read it. Which one is it?
It's Ajani Sleeper Agent.
Remember, we are playing Proliferate.
True.
-3, distribute 3+1. They gain Vigilance.
But then it's a -3, and that makes getting to the ultimate so hard.
When you cast creature or planeswalker spell, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. It's pretty fucking good. It's definitely a maybe for now.
And I can't really think of any walkers that would just be good besides just like generic good ones.
Vraska's fine. All right, so more ramp. Do we want to play? How do we want to do it? Do you want to play Mana Rocks or do you want to
No,
play?
because we do have our one landfall proliferate thing, so maybe it is worth just doing like the Kodama's Reach and the
Harrow, cultivate, cultivate. Kodama's. We don't gotta go crazy on ramp. Kodama's Reach. And then hold on, I gotta scratch it. Rampant growth. Three visits. Nature's lore.
wow, look at 3 visits price.
Jesus fuck. And that one, on the other hand, is down to 86 cents. All right, so that should be that. I think that's good. Oh, and Garookswake? Oh, throw it in?
Sure. Yeah, I like that one.
This is going to be way over. I can already tell. All right, and Garookswake. Okay, so we have 3 MDFCs, so we need lands. We need Swamp, Forest, Oh, we also need Yavimaya, Forest, and Plains. Is there any more land utility cards you want to play? Like anything at all? Any lands that sack things? Any other lands looking at all these? Derek.
What?
Any other land utility you want to play?
No, not really. I was looking at Inkmoth Nexus, but it's a little too expensive.
Price wise, you mean? We could just throw it in there and you can get it with time. Because you should definitely play it. Anything else?
And did you want to run like Beseidru or anything?
Oh, we could do that. Yeah. Always great. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So let's get into the colors. What's the Triumph called?
Indatha Triumph.
Okay. Now let's get all the other lands. We can do the Shockies and the Baddie Bees. Derek.
Sorry, what one?
Well, we're talking about getting in the Shockland. So it's Temple Garden.
Overgrown Tomb.
Yeah, Overgrown Tomb. And then the last one is Godless Shrine.
We got Temple Garden.
Yeah, I got Temple Garden. And then the Battle Bond lands. These ones I always forget.
I gotta look them up. No, not that one. Undergrowth Stadium. Champion of Vault of Champions. And Bountiful Promenade.
Okay, now Innistrad next.
Overgrown Farmland. Deathcap Glade.
I guess guess I should call them slow lands because
Yeah, and Shattered Sanctum.
Okay, and then what about Command Tower? That would be good.
Yeah, we can't forget that one. Do you want to do the Painlands?
Yeah, sure.
Brushland.
Let's look at the price.
Nice and low. Brushland.
Caves of Koilos.
Caves of Koilos, and what's the black green one?
I don't know.
Nope. Llanowar Waste. There, I knew it began with Llanowar.
Okay, so that puts us at 26. We'll make the rest basics. Let's look at our... So... 28, 26, and 67 green.
Green be real good.
Okay, so the most forests, and then an equal amount of plains, and... So we have 3 MDFCs, so we can do like that. 7? No. 5? Is that good? 34?
And we have... how many MDFCs do we have?
3. So I guess we could do 4, 3, and 3. Seems kind of low on basics, I guess. Do you want to just cut the pains and just play more basics?
Yeah, because I do want to be able to... Well, remember, 2 of our basics, or like 3 of our tutors can get dual lands.
Right. Okay, so...
Actually, and the... Yeah.
Brushland and caves. Oh! I cut Command Tower. Motherfucker.
We need that one.
Command Tower. And then, so now that puts us at 30. Now we can go up on the forests. And then, so, okay, that seems good. Now let's look at what we're at. 119. Okay. Let's start getting through this. So what do we like, what don't we like? Do we like all of this proliferating?
Staff is probably the one thing I'm just iffy on, but it is also only life, though, so you don't have to put a lot into it.
Yeah, it's very easy to activate, and at worst, it just draws a card. Each turn.
We just gotta be careful with our life. And we only have the one thing that really gets us life back.
2 things. We have True Conviction. Also a Chromoswell.
Okay, I guess more than that. But okay, Chromoswell is a little bit more like hit or miss because sometimes we probably won't cast it until we're like gonna win.
So what about these 2?
I think the proliferating really needs to stay. The injector, I'm okay. I'm just like I could go away. I'm like crazy about it. I know it stacks, but like.
We can cut the, I guess we can just cut this one too then, I guess. I mean,
but the bringing it back is kind of cool.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're.
But I guess if it's not, we don't want it to die in the first place.
So do you like everything else here?
Do we have them here? No, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to the creatures.
Staff is still like on my okay.
Banisher Priest?
But it has to be 3 or less, so it's like a worse Banisher Priest.
But it hits artifact or creature.
But also, that is true. But then it follows the same thing, like if it ever gets dealt with, then they're getting it back.
Mm-hmm. but it does fall into the toxic categories, and I think it's better than some other things potentially. This is very good. What about the Blight Belly?
He's kind of hit or miss for me too. Like I like him because like his other effect is only good if they already have poison. So like early game he's not as great because like they're just gonna block and it dies and you don't do anything. But if they already have it, he gets better like kind of a little bit later, but it's like only one. It's just more so the proliferate that matters. But I think it's just like he's not great stats like otherwise.
Okay. What about the rest of this page?
Yeah, that definitely all stays.
Okay. What about down here?
The double strike dude, I think, is like my next like least favorite one. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
It's good with some synergies, but like still one.
No, it's fine. What about the rest of this? Do you want to cut this? We want to make sure
less.
we want to make sure we don't go like too hard on cutting all the toxic creatures too.
Yeah. We just need to get, but we also probably have ways to win with just proliferating.
And remember, our commander is always making them worst comes to worst. So, but we don't want to play like a ton of proliferate and no toxic creatures. We want to make sure we still have a mass amount. So, what do we think about this?
Some of our best creatures though are like higher than 3. Like evolution stage is really cool, but like everything else that we really like is like they're higher drops. So like I think that one could go. But I really want to cut too many more creatures after that because what's that bring us down to? 33. It's really low on the creature side. But I guess our commander does fill up a bunch of creatures for us.
All these seem good.
I don't want to cut any more creatures. I think that's like a good amount.
What about anything here?
I don't think Arena's as good in this deck.
Okay.
I think we just draw so much more with like other creature-based stuff.
What about here?
No, I like all this stuff. And I kind of like all this stuff too. Because we don't have a ton of removal, so the few that we do have seems really good.
Vraska? Seems good.
Oh, because all right, scroll up to Vraska, like because her bottom one's really good too, isn't it?
Yeah, it turns any creature into a treasure.
And then if a target has fewer than 9 poison counters, they go up to 9.
Yeah,
and then you could just proliferate once.
Yeah, it's really good. Anything here?
No, I like that one. I think I like everything here. Yeah, I like everything here. I think the Vat Emergence we get rid of because we have a better version of it.
Well, but that also the Vat Emergence proliferates. This one needs Corrupted.
Yeah, but I think we have a lot of proliferating already.
Okay, so
that stays. I like Triumph.
We have 3 board wipes.
Wait, what's the other one?
We have the White Sun's Twilight.
Oh right, I forgot. It destroys. But that also. Oh, you know what? White Sun hits us too, though.
Right, but then we're left with a open board of however many mites we feel like putting into it.
It's true. If we can make a lot of mana, maybe we just go like, boom. How many more do we have to cut?
A lot. Hold on.
Oh,
12.
jeez.
Maybe one of these.
We could cut engine. It's because it just comes in later game, and I like the earlier option to proliferate earlier. I don't want. We already have like.
We're not cutting any of this. Out of the instance, which one is the worst? This is the worst one, but it gives a poison counter, which is nice.
Yeah. Do we cut the ephemerate and eerie interlude and just say screw it? Like as much as how cool it is to like blink it and get the tokens.
Wait, is the okay? It is cut up there. Well, hold on. So we have clever concealment. So do you care more about the card being better?
I think so. What the thing about like what is our deck trying to do? And I think we just want to swing with a bunch of creatures and protect the creatures. So like,
do you care more about the card being better or working with the deck better?
I think just being better.
Okay. Do you still want this? I mean, the concept still seems pretty good to me.
Yeah, but it still gives them a poison counter. And the thing is, it doesn't fight. It deals the damage, so you don't take the damage back to your creature.
Our commander's always going to be fucking massive.
All right, yeah, we can keep it. We keep that one.
All right, and then down here, what about this one?
But it starts off the whole thing. Everybody gets one that's so good, but maybe, and it's 2 cards. It's so good.
But two cards for 3 is just divination, which is not. It's not like.
But that's also 3 poison counters.
I know. I get the concept.
That's +3 for our commander.
What about this thing?
Creature up to any entire one creature blocks this turn. No, I think that's really good.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree that I actually like that. And our win cons are this, overwhelming, and triumph. Which is fine. It's good to have 3. Because overwhelming is going to be insane. Imagine a turn where you draw both of these, Derek. And you go like, I'm still on the boat of this.
Okay.
Because then we would be scrolling up and cutting like a Beast Whisperer effect for that. Or one of these, which seem a lot better.
Because the continuous draw, the burst draw, I think is way better.
The one-time draw. Actually, I'm realizing we have 3 board wipes. Do you want to keep all of them? White Suns. Because the thing is like, the Phyrexis one seems kind of crazy.
It even starts with giving them each a poison counter to begin with.
There's just too many good cards for this deck, dude.
Maybe. Well, if we just don't care about the Geth summons and just like say screw it, because we have other ways to reanimate. I
kind of agree. Because I'm playing we have Eternal Witness, Balagad, Seasons Past, and Phyrexian Reclamation, which are all just better than Geth summons. I still like the concept of maybe we cut Eternal Witness like we did in the other deck for this.
Yeah, I guess, but let's just get one less creature for creature stuff.
Well, would you rather cut Balagad Recovery?
No, that's a land.
Or Seasons Past? Are you going to look me in the eye and say that we're not playing Seasons Past?
No, of course not.
So it's Eternal Witness.
Okay.
Either you won't play the flavor one, or we just cut another creature. 32 is still good.
No, it's the Ewit.
Let's look what we're at here. 6 more. Okay, doable. Okay, all this seems good. I like all this. We do have this too. Do we have any other interaction down here? Anything else that does stuff? That too. We can cut one of the instants. So which one are we cutting?
I think Utter End becomes the
because
worst.
it's just the highest. But the exile.
But so does Utter End Exiles.
But isn't this the one you said you want to cut, right?
Yeah, when I was trying to Utter End. The other one, Anguished, also Exiles.
Okay, you won't cut Utter?
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 more.
We have to make 5 more cuts. Oh no.
We can cut a ramp because we also have Sylvala and the Soul Ring, the Decanter, so we can cut one of the ramps. I'm thinking it's the 3 visits.
Yeah.
We don't have that many targets.
Maybe even the Nature's Lore, and just we'll keep all the other ones.
Sure. I'm cool with that.
Like our curve isn't really all that high either.
Mm-hmm. And I want to see this card get played, and I want to see how it plays.
Yeah, so do I.
In my eyes, a one-sided board wipe with our commander, at worst, getting poison counters. I mean, we play this just because it's a one-sided board wipe, and we push it on everybody. Okay, so we need to cut 3. Yeah, 3 more. Let's look down here at our curve. So we have 3, 7. We actually have a lot of 6 drops. We have 8 6 drops, 9 5, and a large majority 4 3 2.
So yeah, we're pretty low to the ground.
So you want to cut a land?
You want to cut a land?
What do you think?
If you want to risk it.
I mean, we don't have to. You don't gotta say it like that. Say it like that there. We gotta say it like that.
Do you just want to cut a basic? No,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we can
get Inkmoth Nexus out of there.
No. You can work up for that. We'll just cut one of the forests. It's fine. Now it starts to get really hard. Let's count the amount of proliferate. So we have 1. That's only 1 time, but it still counts as 2. This is constant 3. 4 for a 1 time. 3. So 4, 5.
Evolution Sage is 6.
Yes, 6.
7 with Choir Master.
Yep, 7.
So 7 in via creatures. And 7, and it's 7 so far with artifacts and creatures.
8.
Oh, 8. Sorry, 8.
9. Well, sort of, not really. 8, 9.
The land 10.
Yeah, 10. 11.
11. It's a decent amount.
So I don't know if I want to cut any more things that proliferate.
No, because we already have a small amount.
Yeah, I think we keep those. This is like a pseudo proliferate.
Only when they get them. Ugh.
This is rough, dude.
It's like 2 more, you said?
3. I think it's 3. No, 2 more, because we cut the land right. So Do we want
Mm.
Clever Concealment, Achromas, and Teferis?
No, we cut Teferi's. Teferi's like
No,
Teferi's the best, but like
I think you keep this one. Because the problem with
eh,
Clever is it's only doing the permanents. This one is also saving you from losing the game.
okay.
So Teferi's is just way better. Clever Concealment is good, but if we're just trying to get the deck done right now, we can't be nitpicky. In a perfect world, we'd fit them all and just play 30 lands like a maniac. Do we just not like White Sun's Twilight? Do we just play too many creatures? It's really just for like either coming back or like getting to board wipe and make 5/1/1s. Like even at the lowest you could put into it to make it board wipe, right? Because you can just put 4 into it and make 4/1/1s and gain X life. But at the lowest that you're doing, it makes 4/1/1s, right? And it doesn't exile itself, so we can reuse the spell. And even if we do board wipe, having those tokens on the creature, creatures on the board again.
It could do a really nice setup like where like we White Sun Zenith the turn. Next turn we swing with our mites, do a bunch of damage, and then play our commander, who's now like even more big, or just like delete someone from the game.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It just feels fine to me. But 3 board wipes, I don't know.
You think we want to go down to just like 2?
Maybe we just cut this.
And we just try the new flavor stuff.
Yeah.
It's a sad day, but okay.
And then we still need to cut one more card.
No, I thought that was the last one.
No. I don't think so. We'll double check. I might be wrong. Oh!
Yeah. We cut one other card before.
Right.
Okay,
right.
cool.
Alright, so let's try it.